11 games under 500 as the Dodgers sweep the series with a 10-3 win. 0-5, hitless through 7. Feels like rock bottom.
I think I've been looking the worst team in probably in the whole MLB.
Breaking news just in, the Mets have just sent down Brett Beatty to the minors, to AAA, and they have called up Jose Iglesias to the majors to replace Brett Beatty.
New York City! Let's keep the party going! Oh my God, todo lo malo echarlo para allá. Oh my God, dame salud y prosperidad. No tengo nada, pero soy feliz. Solo recuerdos habitan en mí. Sueños que cumplir y yo voy a mí. Puede que esté crazy, pero no lazy. Y hasta lograrlo voy a seguir. Let's go New York! Suerte para ayudar a toda mi gente. Oh my God, todo lo malo echarlo para allá. Oh my God, dame salud y prosperidad. Hay que dar gracias por un día más de vida, por los amigos que son pocos hoy en día. No hagas el mal porque todo se te vira. Un día estás abajo y al otro día arriba. Sueños que cumplir y yo voy a mí. Puede que esté crazy, pero no lazy. Y hasta lograrlo voy a seguir. ¡Vamos! Oh my God. Candelita. Oh my God. Mauro. Díselo Yanko. Oh my God.
Lots of hooks from the air, left center field, back toward the gap goes Cannon, and it's out of here. Swings and drives one down the line and right, and it is second deck Lindor.
I'm the survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna work harder. I'm the survivor. I'm gonna make it. I will survive. Keep on surviving. I'm the survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna work harder. I'm the survivor.
Nimmo clocks one to deep right field. White goes back, takes a look, and it's out of here. Brandon Nimmo puts a hammer down. And Lindor gets under one to center field. Harris going back near the wall, and it's out of here. Lind-
Lindor at third, Nimmo at first. The pitch. Swing and a ball drilled. Right field. Frelick back. At the wall. Out of here! It's out of here! Alonso, an opposite field home run. And the Mets have the lead. Pete Alonso, the polar bear, takes Devin Williams deep. And here in the ninth, the comeback kids have done it again. It's 3-2 Mets.
Saturday again.
Former Met, Matt Killer, Travis d'Arnaud.
Ground ball. Lindor waits on it. He's got it. And the ball game is over. From 0-5, OMG, what a ride the Mets
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome, and yes, that was a tribute. I got to tell you, I got to give credit where credit is due. G-Man and me have been suffering all week, and he's like, he gives me looks now and everything else. Josh was heading, or is heading, to Philadelphia tomorrow.
That's funny.
Where the Phillies are actually opening up, but not against the Milwaukee Brewers. Because he thought Milwaukee was in. And they were.
We talked about that on Wednesday when I was here.
No, last night, because he was here last night. He says, I got to go get my airline tickets, because he had his Phillies shirt on and yada, 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 yada. But one thing Josh didn't know is that they are survivors. And that cut was done in tribute, because I was one of the first guys that threw them under the bus at the beginning of the year, and they were horrible. But it's all fun now. Now it's gravy. I don't care if they beat the Phillies. I don't care.
You going to go?
I'm going tomorrow.
I think you should go tomorrow.
I'm going.
Do a father-son day.
I'm going to call Freddie. Me and we're going to get on a plane and we're going to go and see one game. One game. I got to find tickets. Wait a minute. I can go without a ticket stand outside. I don't want to do that either.
That'd be fun. That would be a great time.
Oh, this is going to be a war.
See, you just can't give up, right? You got to keep
believing. You got to keep
have
going.
faith.
And the funny thing about this Mets team, the way they're made up, nobody there ever thought they were going to be there. And they got a bunch of misfits from everywhere. And they will tell you, I'm hoarse. They are family. That's the key. And I remember the Pittsburgh Pirates, when they won their World Series with Willie Stargell, who I got to meet in person. And he says, we are family. And that was their theme song. Remember We Are Family back in the day, Jay? Remember that song? So OMG is the Mets theme song. And I played it this morning, and I have it in the video. I cannot believe how grown men making millions of dollars can get together and become children all over again. And if you see that game last night, man, I don't know how many of those I got left in my life.
I can't believe how grown men can bring another grown man to all this excitement.
And it changes the day. You can have the worst day going in, and what you saw last night. And G-Man kept saying, don't watch. And I wasn't watching, I was hearing it.
How did you get G-Man involved in all this? That's what I want to know.
Because he was gambling to win.
He doesn't do that. We don't condone that.
He don't condone it, no, but he does it. And he won. And he won. And last night, it was just the epitome of going on. We have a strategy now for the Phillies. We beat them. Then we will beat the San Diego or the LA team, whoever wins from there, we beat them. And then we go play the Yankees in the World Series.
So have you worn the same thing for all of these games this week?
Yes.
Have you washed them?
I'm washing them tomorrow.
And so you're not going to why?
Because
I'm thinking you shouldn't wash them.
Because they stink. I got to wash them.
The socks?
Yeah,
It's the socks?
Yeah.
Or is it the underwear too?
No.
Just the socks?
Just the socks.
So no one's going to smell your feet unless you watch our morning show, and then you got to put your toes in the sand. I don't know.
No, because it's a new series. As long as you change it before the series starts, I do the wash today.
Okay, so it
And
has
then
to be a
tomorrow we
fresh
go in.
type of. G-Man, if they lose, it's because Freddie washed his socks. I'm just putting it out there, everybody. You can call him on Sunday, bless you, if he keeps his socks stinky or not.
Well, I only won one game in Philly.
With stinky socks?
No, I just won one game. They're going to play Saturday, Sunday. I just won one of those two, and then we go back to New York. And they opened up the stadium. There must have been 15,000 to 20,000 people there in the stadium watching this thing. So I was running around last time, a little hoarse, so I was running, screaming. And I can't scream too much in the building because they get mad at me. And Linda says to me, what is wrong with you? And I show her what was happening at Citi Field in New York. She says, boy, you fit right in.
Amazing. Well, congratulations to you and to the Mets and everyone who's watching. Tomorrow night should be an interesting game.
Should be fun. All right, let's get to business.
So, a
What are
lot
we
of
doing?
good stuff. Let's go Mets, they say.
There you go. See, I got G-Man believing.
You had a great show this morning on Impulso Latino. They did a nice job.
Nice job.
Nice set. They did a good job. We did not do a morning show. Our Friday crew didn't show up, and you were a little hoarse. And I was catching up from yesterday being out, so it's all good. So we're here today to do what you got to do.
And we keep going.
Fill in the blanks and do a whole lot of stuff.
Absolutely.
We are now officially members of the Delray Beach Chamber of Commerce, so I'm excited to be working with them.
Congratulations.
So we're going to be doing what we can do with Delray Beach Chamber, and that's because we met so many great people that have come into the studio that said, you should join them, you should join them. We met them on Tuesday night. We were over at Throw Social for Throw for Gold for Julia Starr Foundation, which was an incredible event. I sent you one of the pictures they posted on social media. I reshared their feed. So that was fantastic.
We had Christine here yesterday.
That was a good show you did.
I know.
Very nice.
It was interesting because I knew we were going to win.
That was very nice. So that was on healthcare. So a lot of good things happening as we hit into season. And yes, season is officially here. So businesses, let us know how we can help you amplify your impact. Join us on the cafe. And we have a guest here. We have William Steele. He's with A&E Entertainment, a reality show that we met at Kenny Magchop's.
At Kenny Magchop's.
Actually, we didn't meet William. We met his fiancee, Mary. And she's like, oh, that's my fiancé over there. You got to meet him. And I think he's going to be here next week. You've got Beatlemania coming in.
Coming on Tuesday night, we have Ringo who played Beatlemania.
Tuesday night?
I mean, on Tuesday afternoon.
Okay.
I said Tuesday night.
You did. I was just wondering.
He has me all confused.
I was wondering if you opened up a new show while I was gone.
No, Tuesday. Well, I haven't
It's
told you yet,
possible.
but maybe.
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 So a lot of good stuff happening. Our good friend Jay Harmon is in. He has a show today on Inside the Artist's Mind. So we'll see who Jay's going to be interviewing.
We'll see.
Well, do you know who he's interviewing?
I have an idea.
You have an idea. All right, so more to come. We're going to take a quick commercial break. You can follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at the Brooklyn Cafe TV for exclusive behind-the-scenes content. Like and subscribe to Amp Media Productions as well as the Cafe on YouTube. See what we've got cooking on all of the shows that we produce. More to come. We'll be right back.
Do you want the opportunity to have a TV show or podcast? Now, at Amp Media Productions, you can host your very own visual broadcast anywhere around the world. With our talented group of creators, we will provide you with show elements, board operations, and any on-screen visuals you'd like to showcase. All you must do is log on to your computer and communicate with your viewers. Contact Amp Media Productions at 866-224-5422 or email hello@amp2.tv to start your own show today.
Born in Marseille, France, Max Lazega creates whimsical and free-flowing interpretive art. His 40 years in the construction industry created the foundation for his craft. His unique work displays his view of the future with bold and playful combinations of materials and processes, but the methodology remains consistent. He fuses recycled materials and discarded building supplies into a fresh, well-executed approach. Lazega has lived in Miami, Florida most of his life, where he pursues his lifelong passion of creating industrial art. For more information, contact Max Lazega at artworkstudios.org or 786-326-8873.
Known for his Art Deco Cubist style and compositions with dancing saturated color, Ken Bieberman has lived and breathed art his whole life. From the early 80s, he's influenced the Art Deco district of Miami Beach. Featured in numerous restoration projects, hotels, galleries, and clubs, Bieberman creates for everyday folks and celebrity clientele. He's also the proprietor of Art Repro, a giclée and scanning company in Pompano Beach. When it comes to scanning high resolution, size is not an issue. Professionally scanning art up to 10 feet and 64 inches in width, Art Repro utilizes state-of-the-art equipment. On quality canvas or paper, archival ink and printing mediums are put to use. Art Repro ensures colors are true and every nuance of the art is captured, including the canvas weave. Perfection is the priority. Contact artist Ken Bieberman today at 954-547-0095 or visit his website www.artrepro.net.
If you turned 65 recently like me, it's important you find a Medicare Advantage plan that gives you the coverage you're looking for. But finding one can be difficult. The best thing I did, and I suggest you do the same, is call a licensed insurance agent and let them walk you through your Medicare Advantage plan options. There are so many benefits you have access to. So make the call now and let the representatives explain everything to you. Our licensed insurance agents can offer you a variety of Medicare Advantage plans. Plus, the call is free, the information is free, and there's no obligation to enroll. We're here to make it easy for you to select a Medicare Advantage plan that may work for your needs. Finding a Medicare Advantage plan can be easy if you do what I did. Make a quick call right now to learn more. Thank you. Call 800-978-4815. That's 800-978-4815. Call now.
Discover Kaizen, where excellence meets your daily routine. Our premium products are crafted with the highest quality ingredients to elevate your mind, body, and spirit. Enjoy Kaizen coffee for clean, sustained energy and clarity without unnecessary additives or harsh effects. Or experience our Kaizen hydration solution designed for peak performance and lasting rejuvenation. For those who demand the best, Kaizen is always sugar-free, non-GMO, and free from artificial additives. For more information, visit livekaizen.com/cafe10 to elevate your lifestyle today.
What if this happened to you when you're alone? With MedGuard Alert's new Care Watch, you can connect with medical professionals instantly, 24/7. No cell phone required. This life-saving medical device acts as a phone as well as a revolutionary health monitoring system that checks blood pressure, heart rate, oxygen saturation, and much more. And if you have Medicare or Medicaid, you may qualify to get yours free. Don't wait. Call us to get your Care Watch right now.
Welcome to the Florida International Trade and Cultural Expo.
70 countries, 200 plus vendors.
This is where the world meets.
Every country in the world should come here to FITSE because there's always an opportunity to do business together.
We're bringing the world to Broward, and we invite everyone to join us every year.
Don't miss it. It's one of the best events in Broward County.
I'll see you at FITSE 2024.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
That's funny. And we're back. I hear we had a caller. Who's on the phone? Caller, identify yourself.
Oh, hello? Hello?
Oh, boy, that voice, I know who it is. Yes, sir.
Hi, caller. How you doing?
Do I have to come down to the studio right now?
Oh, absolutely. We got to go have a Met burger.
Are we getting tickets?
Can you find?
I was already looking. I mean, I can look right now again.
Take a look. Let me know what you find.
Well, that's all I'm saying. Do I got to come down to the studio right now?
Yeah, come to the studio.
You really want to watch the Mets lose live in person, Game 1?
Well, all I know is that you told me the same thing yesterday, and I didn't see them lose at all. Let me put it to
I was very happy. After they gave up 2 back-to-back home runs, I'm surprised Pete Alonso can do it.
That's a pimple on the mule's ass. Listen, let me tell you one thing, and remember this. You're supposed to win. The pressure's on you, not on me.
Yeah.
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 Remember that.
They have the best home win percentage in all of baseball this past
Yada,
season.
yada, yada. On any given Sunday, baby. And ask Lawrence Taylor. When I work with him, he says anybody can beat anybody on any day. It doesn't matter how good you are.
I wouldn't talk about Lawrence Taylor on live TV, though.
Do you have plane tickets?
I'm coming over right now.
All right,
and then
come over.
we'll look for something.
Okay.
Come over.
Wow. I'll see you guys in 10 minutes.
All right. You gotta love it. That's how things work. All right, ready to get into today's show before he shows up in 10 minutes?
Absolutely.
We've got William Steele joining us of A&E Entertainment, his true crime series show that he's launched, that he is a reality star on. So we're excited to have William Steele with us. And his fiancée Mary is joining us. She's taking some B-roll and taking some shots. So, Bill, welcome to the studio.
Thank you so much for having me.
Just need you to grab your mic. There you go. It's our pleasure. And you did an event last night. You did a launch for a new clothing store.
Right, been to women's clothing store, so check it out. And yeah, I have a reality TV show on A&E Network. It's about getting out of prison and getting on your feet, and it became the second highest rated reality show in the United States. I'm Bill from season 1 of Inmate to Roommate. I'm also a published true crime author. This was my first book. Nancy Grace covered this on her podcast while I was still incarcerated, soon to be a major motion picture. And my website is williamsteeleauthor.com. And I'm a motivational speaker now. I'm starting a public relations firm, Steal the Spotlight. I have a cable network show in which I'm executive producer and host. It's called Steal the Spotlight. And it's one of the fastest growing Midwest cable shows. And I'm coming back down to Boca to film another movie with Ciro DiPaggio called Suitcasing, and I'm in Silent Partners.
Oh, really?
So,
So that's nice.
Yeah.
Seems like everyone comes down here and they're working with Ciro. I guess he's doing a lot of great stuff.
Well, mayonnaise spreads, baby.
Inmate to roommate. All right, so tell us how you
Inmate
got
to roommate.
involved with the A&E show.
Well, how I got involved was I wrote that book, and Nancy Grace covered it on her podcast. My co-author, Gary Greenberg, works for the National Enquirer, and they were looking for people getting out from a long-term incarceration like I was, who were not going to live with family members. So my show is a spin-off of like Love After Lockup, Inmate to Roommate. It's on Hulu, it's on A&E Network, and my sisters had ripped me off for about $800,000 when I was incarcerated, so I wasn't going to go home, and I wanted a fresh start. And my pen pal let me live in Indiana, and the rest is history. I was living with very strict Seventh-day Adventists. I couldn't have meat. I couldn't use the internet. She had a crush on me. She was trying to break me up with Mary. Every time we turned around, she was coming to my bedroom at night. Bill, can I talk? And I'm like, are you serious? I'm not feeling you like that. I'm with Mary, I'm not trying to, mess this up. So Mary was in California at the time, and the show came out. Joe Ruzer did 90 Day Fiancé, Love After Lockup. Shout out Joe. He works for Sharp Entertainment, as do I. So I'm still under contract with A&E, Sharp Entertainment, and Sony Pictures right now.
All right, so what were you incarcerated for?
I was an international jewel and art thief, so I'm just checking out all this art here. It's really nice.
Somebody guard the door. No.
Where's Bernie when you need him?
I'm not proud of it, but I stole millions of dollars in artwork and jewelry. For a long time, I was trafficking guns and cocaine. I got involved with a lot of stupid things over 20 years ago, and now I use my past stupid and miserable experiences to try to speak to kids today. I often speak at treatment centers. I speak to college and university students. And I try to encourage people not to follow in my footsteps, because in the end, it's not worth it. I was just offered another reality show. I have like over 30 million on TikTok, over 4 million on YouTube, across many different people's platforms. They put up something about me, it explodes. And we're getting ready to film like Where is Bill Now? So I'm obligated to do some more with A&E, and then we're moving into a few other things, and things are looking up. This book is being turned into a major motion picture. So this is going to be the first one out of the gate. Sex and the Serial Killer, My Bizarre Times with Robert Durst. I knew Robert Durst, the wealthiest serial killer in American history. I wrote another one about
How'd you know William Durst? How'd you know him? Robert Durst?
I met him in New York in the 80s when I was attending a locksmithing school, and we ran into each other, and then I knew Susan Berman for a while. He eventually murdered one of my best friends, so Susan. So I know him from years ago, and this is written from the point of view. Now they say sex sells, so my co-author, Gary, writes for the Enquirer. So I wanted to call it like Secrets of the Serial Killer. He said, no, sex sells. So that's the title. Book 2 is going to be Secrets of. But so I knew him for years, and that's more not a salacious book. It's crime victim advocacy. And my faith is, I'm a Christian. I freely speak about it. I'm not perfect. But I believe God had his hand on all the stupid things I was doing in my life to protect me from many, many times when I could have been killed. And anybody out there living that lifestyle and thinking you're going to get away with it for long, you're not. And the years in prison are miserable, and the years of darkness has caused me to see the light. Now, with my fiancée, Mary Bass, Dr. Mary Bass, and Kim Kardashian, the three of us are the only reality TV stars in the United States working in the field of wrongful conviction. So if you know somebody wrongfully convicted, reach out. What's my email? Official William Steele at iCloud.com, or Official William Steele on Facebook. Reach out if you want to tell the story. And I'm on YouTube, William Steele True Crime. Please check me out there.
Why wrongfully convicted? Because you're not saying you were wrongfully convicted.
No,
you're
I was
admitting to what
guilty
you
as
did.
hell. I was guilty as hell. I was a career idiot, and so I escaped from prison. I ended up on America's Most Wanted.
Is that true?
Yes, that's true.
I got to tell you, you're one of the most intelligent people I've ever met. You're not an idiot at all. At all. And you are taking experience and putting it into word, and that word is now is bleeding it back to you because you are remorseful of what you did. A lot of people in your position, because I used to work in New York City in the court system, and they were never remorseful. The prisons never had a guilty person. They all tell you, I didn't do it. But in your case, you're
You
not
admit
in your case, and by admitting, but you are one of the most intelligent people. I mean, you're a little high-strung. I can see that. There's a lot of things going on with you, and you do have a back, somebody who has your back over here. I get it. But you're not. You're far from idiot. You're intelligent, and you're intelligent because you always calculate where you're going to go, which you're writing from something you experienced today, and then you're telling others, don't do what I did. Because you're eventually going to get caught, right? It's like the house. The house always wins at the end, and the house was not in your favor.
Exactly. So yeah, I've
You
done
can take
time
your,
in
with
New
your
York,
mic, Will.
Florida.
Bill, you have your mic?
I've done time in New York, Florida, Virginia, and it's a miserable experience. I was a law clerk for most of that time, so I was always helping guys. I worked with the chaplain's office, the mental health department. I was always involved in like advocating for offenders and trying to get them, assert their rights and all that. And that continues. We're looking to collaborate. There's a case in California, David Michael Reinhardt. Mary was working with him, and we're looking to bring Kim Kardashian in to help us with that case because she has even a bigger name than I do. She's incredible. And the three of us, if you look it up, we're the only ones working with people that are wrongfully convicted. And so we work with other people, but we are hoping to bring her in on the David Michael Reinhardt case. So
now I got to ask you.
I also brought you guys a gift.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, beautiful.
He said he'll sign it.
Autographed
We can hang
and
it up.
framed.
We'll put it in the lobby.
Absolutely.
I wanted to ask you, before you went to the life of crime, how long were you involved in crime? 20 years, 10 years?
I can't hear you. I got something in my eye over here.
Okay, so
If I told you that, I'd have to kill you.
Before all of that, there was another you, right? Were you a locksmith? Were you in?
I went to New York School of Locksmithing, Safes, and Alarms, graduated top of my classes. Nothing I can't get in and out of, basically. Not these days. A lot of technology's changed. But, yeah, so I had some pretty good skills back then. I'm very clean cut, and you wouldn't see me coming.
Wow.
I can't ask how you escaped, but when you escaped, obviously they found you again, put you in another
You have to
state.
read my book.
I
You have
gotta
to
read
read my
your book.
book
Gotta
to
read
see
the
how
book.
it happened.
That's all in your book.
So I wasn't on the America's Most Wanted TV show. I was on their website. When they're producing the segment, I was already arrested. So
That's in this book or the other book?
I have 2 books out
coming out.
about Glenn Maxwell, Robert Durst, touching on it. My autobiography is coming out soon. Then my Christian testimony is coming out as well, and several other books about how inmates and their families can navigate the criminal justice system.
So how'd you meet Mary?
Mary, through Tom Madden. You guys know Transmedia, Adrian? Okay, so
Yeah.
Tom Madden's my best friend. He was vice president of NBC. He's CEO. So I was with him last night and Adrian at the other event. She was looking for a PR firm to help her in California with David Michael Reinhardt's case, Soledad Prison. Please write him. Anyway, she was looking for a PR firm because Goldman McCormick stole a lot of money from her and other people in New York.
Really?
And, yeah, so they're horrible. They're horrible. And I could share that to you privately. So she reached out to Tom. Tom said, oh, I can help you get PR for your incarcerated client, but my best friend is incarcerated, and he's an author, and he's a law clerk. And he introduced us 4 months before my release. We started talking every day. And sight unseen, we just hit it off at every level, spiritually, intellectually, our desire to help other people, and really wanting to advocate for crime victims and for people that were wrongfully incarcerated.
How long ago was
And
that?
one day I said to her, I said, hey, look, I don't have much to offer you. I'm coming out of prison dead broke. My sisters ripped me off for everything I had. And there wasn't even a show on the table yet. I had books and screenplays I was writing in prison. And I says, hey, would you like to be my girl when I get out? She said, why not?
And how long ago was that?
She says she read my first book and fell in love with me because I advocate for other people. This book is about crime victim advocacy.
And Mary's a forensic accountant. Mary's got, you talk about intelligence, Mary's one of the few people. To find a good forensic accountant in Florida is pretty much unheard of. It's very, very difficult. There are very few of them down here, and here you are. Right, so you analyze the whole situation with Bill, and you're like, all right, I'm still taking my chances.
Yeah.
And
pretty much.
the exciting news is that you're moving to Florida. Is that correct? Did I hear that right?
I lived down here years ago, and I was pretty notorious down here. Things have cooled down in the last 20 years for me. So now I'm no longer looking over my shoulder. Now I'm telling, I'm taking pictures with the cops and like, oh, you're William Steele. I watch your show. Can I get a picture
all
with you?
know
They
you,
stop.
William.
They stop me, but for the right reasons now.
But they all know you. Want to buy you a cup of coffee and check you out.
So I have a lot of former law enforcement. Ignacio Esteban, retired ATF agent. He's a co-host on William Steele True Crime. Louis Ballesteri, he was an organized crime detective in New York. He's my other co-host on Mafia Mondays. We have Wrongful Conviction Wednesdays, myself and Mary. We advocate for people that are in prison and shouldn't be there. Meghan Markle's sister, Samantha, is another one of my co-hosts and a very dear friend of mine, as is Peter Tickton, one of Donald Trump's attorneys.
So what are you going to do when you come down here? Are you going to set up a camp?
Going to stay away from jewelry stores and out.
Well, that's a given. Can you imagine if we introduced them to? No, never mind.
Can you imagine if we actually started
I know
helping
them
us sell
all.
some
If
of
you
the
name
art?
them, I know them.
Well, maybe you know people that buy art, and you can help us out in that direction.
You got paperwork for it, or what's the Providence?
We got the artist sitting right next to you.
sitting right in front of
This
you.
guy's like, oh man, he's not coming to my studio.
Jay's like, oh, where's my art? We're good to go here.
Well,
Look at this guy.
Well, what I like about it is that
Perfect.
you actually were the underdog. You met your fiance. You were the underdog when you came out. And my goodness gracious, you've turned things around.
I do security consulting too, by the way, also.
I'm
People
sure you
consult
are.
me with on their homes and businesses, how to better secure it, surveillance cameras, access control,
I think we interviewed Peter in the studio.
Yes, we did.
Didn't we?
Peter is one of my best friends. I love him. He's awesome.
We had him here. We interviewed him. He was doing some work with the radio station at the time.
Exactly.
You know, it's a quick story. I went out to the golf club where they tried to assassinate Trump again a few weeks ago. A week before, Mary and I went there. I was going to do some footage at the clubhouse. We pull up, the doors open, they're on their phones playing around, all security, gates are wide open. I said, okay, they're going to ignore us. So I started driving on. Next thing you know, they're chasing me down the thing. Hey, stop means stop, stop means stop. I said, they just tried to kill this man a few weeks ago, and you just let us drive on? I said, I did stop, check your cameras, and learn to protect the guy that you're hired to protect. So we have it all on camera. We left. I reported it everywhere. I did a show about it. A week later, a guy was still able to get on, hide in the bushes, and try to take a shot again.
Yeah,
I just reported that you were letting people on a week before.
Without security.
Yeah. And matter of fact, Peter was getting that clip directly to Donald Trump.
Well, there's so much going on with all of that, with the guy on the roof, the kid on the roof.
Unbelievable.
That's just ridiculous. But
if you're going to win an election, win it fair and square. All these dirty tricks and
Well,
boosting people up to do stupid things.
Well, now they're coming out. There's all sorts of countries involved with this nonsense too. There's China, there's Russia. It's not only the other side. It happens to be, but don't be such a wide open mark. You're still going to these public places. You should be a little bit more conservative as to who you know, what you know, and who you talk to. Because not everybody's like you that says, I did wrong, let me change my life, and then let me go in this direction. There's a lot of people out there that just ain't right in their head. It's just,
Hey, I'd like to give a shout out to Mag Chop Kenny, because with his event is how I met everybody in this room.
Great people.
His
and also,
art is here in the lobby.
I met Muhammad Ali's wife.
Mama Ali.
Mama Ali.
She's a huge fan of my show. She's hugging, kissing me all over the face. I'm like, oh, who are you? Mary's like, who's this lady hugging on you? I said, Muhammad Ali's wife. I'm afraid to take her hand off. She might know a right hook or something.
Yeah, you don't mess with
So
Mama
she
Ali.
wants to do a show with me. Now, she has reality shows and a true crime show. She said, let's do a show
Are you
together.
coming Tuesday for the drummer from the...
Beatlemania, that's a good friend of his, yeah.
Oh, my God, Justin. He's supposed to be watching now. Justin McNeil. He played Ringo Starr in the original Beatlemania. Love Justin.
I'll call Mama Ali to tell her to come down Tuesday.
Definitely.
She's a good friend of the show.
Definitely.
And I love that you're giving back to the youth and you're telling them. So what's the response you're getting? You tell them your story, what you did, how you did it. Are they like jaw-dropping or?
A lot of them are, but a lot of them are contemptuous, like, I can handle this, I can learn my own way. In my case, I got in over my head because I was doing too much of that back in the day. So I don't even drink, I don't smoke, I don't do anything else, but I did have that issue. And a lot of parents now contact me through social media. Hey, my son, my daughter's incarcerated, they're in treatment, would you please speak to them? I'll give them a video shout out, say, hey, I did this and here's how I did it. You don't have to be a reality star to get your life together. If you need help, contact me directly. I'll be somebody you can talk to if you feel like relapsing. People relapse all the time. The problem is, do you get re-stuck in that lifestyle of addiction? You know, that's where the nightmare occurs if you get back into that whole cycle of relapsing and using and doing illegal things. And so
what changed your life? Was it finding God, becoming a Christian, or was there something else?
I steal a line from The Passion of the Christ. The days of darkness has caused me to see the light. After escape from prison, I spent 4 years in Supermax in 2 different states as a ultra-high escape risk because I'm good with opening things. And so I was locked down for so many years. I started taking college and university courses. I was already a law clerk. I was very much into my faith in the Bible. And I'd say the number one thing is God. And the thread throughout all my books is how God had his hand of protection on my life, I believe. You know, I grew up Catholic. I don't say I'm Catholic anymore, but I am a Christian. I have a strong faith. I'm not perfect. You know, if we're off the air, I'll say the F word. No, all of us do stupid things, right? But in the end, you have to realize, you know, enough is enough. Do I want to spend the rest of my life and die in prison? Or do I want to get out and use the remainder of my life to be in love, find love, and, you know, be happy with Mary? And I can't read my fans' comments without, like, getting choked up. My fans I had one post I put up the other day, 76,000 views. It's like 13,000 comments, and I can't get through 10 of them without getting moved to tears. I love my fans. I love you guys so much. You guys are awesome and encouraging. And when you're in prison, you think the whole world hates you. You know, like, you're miserable. My sisters, you know, stole my inheritance. They told my mentally ill mother that I was dead so they could do what they did. And I could say what I want because I have the proof. But, you know, it's just you feel like the whole world's abandoned you. And then to come out and have success, yeah, because it's a show, but because people in that show saw my heart. They saw my sense of humor, a little bit of a smart ass from New York, you know, from Brooklyn. And so I'm getting all these opportunities, and I just count my blessings. I'm grateful to every day out of a prison cell is a great day. Every day above ground is a good day. And I'm meeting a lot of guys like me who have a past who are sharing their stories. And then there's a lot of haters. You know, you get people like, oh, you're full of this, or this one's this. You know, I've learned to navigate that and ignore it. The network gave me a list of guidelines before the show came out, and I did an interview on TMZ Live with Harvey Levin, 8 million views. It was huge. And so they give you guidelines like how to behave, because you're going to be like famous like starting tomorrow. Here's what we want you to expect. For example, you take a photograph with a female fan, make sure your hands are visible because they'll accuse you of grabbing, you know, they're about to get some publicity. Yeah. Make sure like you don't give away a co-star's phone number or address. It's forbidden. Don't disparage them publicly. There's all these guidelines. And they said, and if you have any trolls, we have a legal team and a PR team. We deal with them. Report it to the social media platform. Report it to us and A&E, and everybody has attorneys. We deal with it if it gets serious.
And you got to be careful also of what you post, right? The picture, where your eyes are and everything else, because everybody will look to haunt you on anything you do.
Yeah, and I'm not perfect. I do a lot of dumb stuff. So check it out and find it all and call me on it because I don't even
That's
care
why she's
anymore.
around. She got to erase those things.
I do a lot of stupid things. She'll vouch for that. But anyway, so, you know, I basically keep it very, very clean, obviously. But one of the things was at the end of the instructions on the Zoom call before the thing went on A&E, the last thing was like, you know, if you have any trolls, we deal with it. And they said, do you have any questions? I said, look, I'm an extremely quick study. I pick up things really fast. I get everything you're saying. It makes sense. I have a question. I said, what the hell's a troll? I've been in prison, you know, 18 years. What's a troll? I never used email. I never sent the text. I never used the internet. I don't know what a smartphone is. You're going to ask, and they told me. And then one guy was torturing me, just like, who the hell you think you are? You got out of prison. And then started in on her. And so I said something inappropriate to him in Messenger. And he baited me up. And I was like, you know, you're a POS. You're sitting in your mother's basement, you know, with not shaving and drinking beer. You're 40 years old. F you, blah, blah, blah. And I kind of went off on this guy. And I told him, you know where I'm at. I'm a public figure. I'm not hiding. You know, you're going to start. I know my girl. I don't care what you say about me. So I'm not used to this life of people hiding behind keyboards. We got a few of them that are doing it right now. You know who you are. So they think they got all the answers. They know everything. So this one guy was driving me nuts. Right, I let it get under my skin. I responded inappropriately. He reports me to the platform and to the network. The network says, did you go off on this guy, such and such? I says, yeah, I did. I said, I'm not used to somebody hiding behind a keyboard. If I have a problem in New York back in the day, you confront them or you just don't avoid them. Now the technology, you guys are used to it. You grew up with it or whatever. I've been in prison. I'm not used to people being able to say what the hell they feel like about me or her and hide. And they think you can't figure out where they are. But This one's a data scientist. She'll
What did
figure
it
out
feel
where
like when
anybody
you got
is.
out? Right, you're in prison on and off for years and years, and they finally like, all right, you're out. Totally changed your mindset. You saw what was going on in society. You weren't on email. You weren't on cell phones. You had no idea what it was going to be like out here.
Right.
What did it feel like?
Surreal is the term I kept saying. This is surreal. This is surreal. Like, what the hell is Bitcoin? What's a troll?
How many years?
Babe,
What's
how do I
Bitcoin?
send a
I think
text
20.
like
You
100
served-
times a week?
You served 20 years?
I served 18.
And then you did max security for the last...
In the middle of it, sort of. I escaped, and then
That's even worse.
Supermax in Florida, Supermax in Virginia.
I mean, that's like
almost
no
completely
daylight,
solitary.
right?
Yeah, pretty much.
So when you came out, you must have said, what the hell's a car? I mean, it must have been tremendous.
Yeah, I bought an older caddy, and to me, it's brand new.
Welcome to Friday nights.
Wow, yes.
Everybody's like, guys in Brooklyn don't really drive caddies anymore. I grew up in Brooklyn, Gravesend, Bensonhurst. We drive caddies. All right, so I'll be an anachronism, but I'd like my caddy.
That's hilarious. Hilarious.
All right, so I know you have to get out of here, but you're going to join us again on Tuesday.
Absolutely. Justin McNeil played Ringo Starr on Beatlemania. Dawn, Freddie, you guys are awesome. I'm leaving you guys behind an autograph photo.
And tell us again where people can watch your shows.
You can watch my shows on William Steele True Crime on YouTube, and check out my books, WilliamSteeleAuthor.com, and on Amazon, William Steele. And I'm Bill from Season 1 of Inmate to Roommate, and official William Steele on virtually every platform, official William Steele on Facebook. And if you have somebody who's wrongfully convicted and needs some help putting a spotlight on the case, fine. We also talk about cold case homicides. We try to bring attention to get things solved. Oh, man. I was working on the beach last week for a local billionaire. I'm not going to say his name here. Managing and concierge for some of the properties. Left the property on Boca Raton Beach. A guy came there and shot the only massacre in Boca Raton history, and I was there. The detectives called us back to get the videos to get the killer, and they busted him. And you guys are aware of that? You just had a massacre here on the beach?
Yep.
They had me go in and take the photographs. After the detectives left, they called us back. Can you get the safe open? I'm like... Can I get the safe open? I said, look, talk to this guy, my supervisor, right? He said, I get them open all the time. I let him do it. When they cleared the crime scene, because they had from Palmetto Park all the way north blocked off for like a full day, 40-something police cars. I'm trying to cover it for my true crime. I'm being told, you can't cover it, you can't publicize this, you can't talk to the media. You know, just trying to cover it up. So I said, I talk to whoever I want. I have a First Amendment right to go to the media. But I've been staying quiet, right? So after it was all over, hey, would you go in and take pictures of the crime scene, both units? I went in there, and it's some of the most horrific, moving things I've ever seen in my life, and I was like in tears by the time I finished doing it was horrendous. There was things going on the beach a few miles from here that the world's not even aware of yet. So
Unbelievable.
I'll leave it at that.
Wow. That's amazing.
Well,
That's
thank you for joining us.
stuff,
What a
man.
privilege to have you join us.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it. I feel privileged to be here. You guys are awesome, very
It's
friendly.
the other way around. We're lucky to have you here.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you from Chop for turning me on to your show and everything, too. He's a pretty good dude. And,
He is a good dude.
And I'm going to put him in one of my movies. I met an artist here who's now probably afraid to show me his art.
He's afraid to show you what he does.
I'll show you my art. Yeah.
He'll sell
I'll
it.
show you my art.
All right, you guys have a great week, and we're going to see you on Tuesday. We're going to take a commercial break, see what else Josh and Freddie are going to put together for this Mets game. Come back, talk to Jay Harmon, and maybe give a shout-out to Bill's show. So more to come on the other side of this break, and we'll be right back.
Amp Media Productions is excited to announce our expansion into North Miami. With our experienced team of radio and TV professionals, we are dedicated to bringing North Miami the highest quality audio and visual production services. Whether you need radio or television commercials, podcasts, music videos, or audio and visual storytelling, we can provide the solutions to help you reach your goals. Our team is reliable, innovative, and creative, and we're ready to help you develop the perfect product. With our competitive rates and personalized service, you can trust that your project is in the best hands. Contact us today to get started on your project. 866-224-5422.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
Pizza Rica, tasty Richard Pizza at 2001 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard or contact 561-826-8663.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
Now, I'm known as the guy who can fix just about anything, but the technology in most appliances requires very special training to fix. And that's why my family has Choice Home Warranty.
Choice Home Warranty covers over 25 major home systems and appliances. That's your AC, heating, plumbing, kitchen and laundry appliances, and so much more.
Call Choice Home Warranty now before something breaks down.
Get protection for your heating, AC, plumbing, kitchen and laundry appliances, and more.
Call 800-920-3819.
Frank A. Ruffolo, a renowned author and screenwriter known for his books such as 10048, Blue Falcon, Memoir of a Soldier, and his latest, Samuel of Sarah. Check out his website, frankaruffolo.com, for more info or purchase his books on Amazon.
Amp Media Futures Foundation is a non-for-profit organization dedicated to providing college students with immersive opportunities in media production, marketing, business skills, and communication.
Interns will learn professional workflow skills in editing, video and radio broadcasting, public relations, digital media, graphic curriculum, and access to equipment to make a positive impact.
Amp Media Productions is a full-service production house with a variety of shows ranging from the Brooklyn Cafe show.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe on a very busy Wednesday.
Sarah Spiritual.
Right here on the Oldies station, you're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
Call me Zena.
By example, and that's what I try to do all the time, to teach by example.
Artist Loft.
Using that term more. Yeah, lofties, yeah.
And Gypsy Soul.
They love music. It's like their favorite thing to go to.
I teach like preschool up to 12th grade.
Yeah, nice.
You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram at Amp Media Productions. Please like and subscribe to all of our shows.
I want to be a first class champagne, please.
Giant comfort.
Yeah, that's good. We offer opportunities to excel in the field of TV film production, social media management, video editing, set design, graphic design, sound engineering, journalism, and many more useful tools to help you land a career in the media business.
To volunteer or be a part of our team, or to make a donation of any size, please visit us at ampfutures.org. Help us to empower college students to create a positive impact with immersive hands-on experiences in media production. Help us amplify the future.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
I won't say a word. Gotta read that body. Come on, little poser, play a game with me. We can talk it over with telepathy. If you guess right, we can vibe to this night and day.
we're back. I started a war on.
So what do you think? They're
Between
gonna go?
Freddie and Gio. Gio wants to go. Freddie says for the money on the tickets, you could go to his house.
So you're gonna
He'll
take
buy
Gio?
everybody food. I don't know what we're doing.
Well, Josh is here. He's ready to book.
I'm just waiting.
Anyway, a couple of things that have come up. You know, Spirit Airlines has declared bankruptcy, and now it looks like Spirit Airlines will be no more.
Really? I thought they were restructuring and changing the
They
seats
can't
and
get
everything.
out. They don't make any money. And they just went to the courts yesterday and said, Your Honor, I think we're done. So it looks like they're selling planes and trains and automobiles, and it looks like there won't be any more Spirit Airlines.
Can't say that's a bad thing.
Well, it just
means you don't have a cheap airline
well,
alternative.
it just means to go to Philly to watch the game, I have to take some kind of plane. It won't be Spirit.
Well, Spirit, I'm sure, is still flying today.
I'm
or
not going on
tomorrow.
that plane.
I flew JetBlue last weekend. They were phenomenal.
They're the best.
They were unbelievable.
But they're expensive. I'm looking for like a $12 ticket.
They're not that. I mean, that's all relative. It depends if you want to sit near the bathroom or not. If you want to sit near the bathroom,
Do you think that
the seats
really
are great.
bothers me?
No.
I just sit in the bathroom.
That doesn't bother. For me, it's not a thing for me. I can't sit near the
As
bathroom.
a matter of fact, I'll trade seats with Josh every 15 minutes if we both, one stands, sits in the bathroom, and if they get there for $12.
If you get there for $12?
We'll do anything to get there. If I could drive a bicycle, I would do it, but it's a little far.
A little far.
But I don't know, Gio and Freddie are fighting it. They said for that kind of money, come to our house, we'll spend the money on food and blah, blah, blah. It's not a bad idea either. But I want to see Josh's face when the Mets beat Zachary.
What time's the game?
4:30.
Ah, okay. Kind of exciting. Jay, you like the Mets?
Yeah, I guess. I'm more of a football fan, but
Mets or Phillies?
yeah, I'll go Mets just because they've been the underdogs. I like the underdogs.
Here, Jay. She's
Jay.
like, oh.
She's not even a
I was going
Philly
to say,
fan.
who is Jay going for?
She's a Steelers fan.
That's football.
What are you in baseball? Oh, this is the thing. I'm going to New York. All my Yankee fan haters are saying, congratulations, let's go Phillies. I can't stand them.
Wow.
Frankie, Ivan, all of them. Ruby D at least was a Met fan. My cousin Juji, all of them. All Yankee fans. Bunch of haters. Haters.
Big day for you tomorrow. Big weekend.
I
You
don't
and
know.
Josh.
Now I got to decide. Josh has me in 3-2. Do I want to go all the way to Philly and watch him lose, or do I stay home and watch him lose? I don't know.
Maybe they're going to win.
Maybe.
You never know.
I was told yes, they're going to win the first game. I'm just looking for a
Look
split.
at Josh.
That's why I'm just sitting here waiting to purchase the tickets.
Look at this guy. I thought you had somebody you were going with.
And he bailed on me too.
It's not that. It's a lot of money, Josh.
How
You
much
got
are
4 to
tickets?
go, and then another 4 to come and go. That's $1,200, bro. That's a lot.
It's only one
Mucho,
game
mucho.
tomorrow.
I know.
Once in a lifetime.
I know. I'm thinking. You only do this
It's only right. It's like when if you go to the Super Bowl for the Dolphins 72 season, there's only like this one opportunity to go and see what it is.
It's funny because last year I found Super Bowl tickets before the season started, and they were like $4,000. So Freddie says, "Oh, let's buy them." I says, "It doesn't mean that the Jets are going to be in the Super Bowl. Then I don't want to win it." He thought that by buying it before the season, it was automatic the Jets are going to be there. I says, "The Jets won like 7 games." I don't know. I don't want to jinx them because G-Man tells me not to watch the
G-Man,
game.
what should he do? Oh, G-Man's not there. He's otherwise engaged. Okay. All right, so while G-Man's figuring, you guys figure it out. Let's say hi to Jay. Jay has Inside the Artist Mind coming up today at 2:30.
Yes,
I hear you have a special guest.
I do. I just found out my guest today is Mama Ali, and she was the wife of Muhammad Ali, and she has quite a story, and I think she really likes to expound on things, so I'm looking forward to talking to her. I may be able to get in a couple words.
A couple.
Who gets to introduce her?
Mama Ali has been a good friend of the show, good friend of ours. She did the first remote that we did when we first moved into Delray Art Gallery.
Yeah.
The heart of Delray. And we went to a boxing ring clinic around the corner. And she was the first guest that she came, and she had all sorts of paraphernalia from Muhammad and everything else. And we did that show, remember? There were so many people that came out. they didn't fit. So the camera was sideways. People were like this. Teddy was with us. Because I remember her taking pictures of you in the ring. Phenomenal lady. And, you know, she taught Muhammad everything he knows, she tells him. She'll tell you. And he acts just like her. He has the same mannerisms, the same everything. Just like her. Even the movement of the head, everything. And I believe that she did teach him how to be a personality, a spokesperson. Howard Cosell, she'll tell you how it saved Muhammad's life in the media business and taught him and everything else. A lot of stories.
Yeah.
A lot of stories. She's a great lady.
Jay, how was your event Friday night?
Oh my goodness, that went to the art gallery in Lake Worth on Friday night, and it was packed. I mean, it was just, I don't think they could have fit 2 more people in there. There was, and it's a fairly large place. It's as big as this studio, and they just kept coming in.
What's the name of it? Cucina Wine Bar or something?
Yeah.
Cucina.
Cucina, right?
Cucina is Italian, I think, for cocina, for a kitchen.
Okay. Yeah, and that was it. And they had a couple there who were doing country music, because the theme is the West, and the pictures represent Western themes, different things. My pictures that I had there was a horse and another one with cowboy gear, and there were so many people in there looking at the art. I gave out a lot of cards, and I saw a lot of people there. And I'm very hopeful with the show, and it's just a wonderful place to go. And I think that we'll be going back again there, right?
Yeah, November 15th. We're going to be there November 15th. We're going to actually do our Friday programming, all of this, NJ show from that location. Everything's going to be remote. And we're going to be promoting this because we want to fill up the house. We want everybody to come out so we can raise a glass. November 1st is our party here.
We have to make some announcements. I got to get some.
Did you tell
PR on that.
anybody? You don't tell nobody.
I was here the other day. I don't know how far they've come with it, but November 1st, we're going to be having our 5-year anniversary party of the studio right here, and we're going to be launching our Ant Media Futures Foundation. So proceeds are going to benefit our crew that keep us going, and by doing it in the studio, everyone's going to get to see what we actually get to do every day with our crew.
That's right.
I think they're working on some sponsors. See what
Nobody
they come up
talks
with.
to me about this.
I don't know what they've come up with, so we'll see.
This is a U plan.
Have you heard anything, Josh? No.
Josh didn't even know about November 1st. Did
Jay,
you know?
heard of anything yet?
Nobody told Josh.
I wonder if Jay heard anything. Jay Lynn? No.
G-Man, should I go to Philly tomorrow?
I got the flights right here. So we'll be leaving at 7 a.m. Tomorrow morning, get to Philly at 9:48, and then we'll be leaving that same day. Oh, wait. Yeah, 10:47 at night and coming back at 1:53 in the morning.
But what? That doesn't bother me. What if the game goes into extra innings and it's like 12, 1 o'clock in the morning?
Oh, it says returning flight on Sunday. So
No, that's the wrong day. You want to come back Saturday. Keep looking.
How much are tickets?
$79.
79?
For plane, yeah.
Oh.
Okay, but look at the right date because that's the wrong date. G-Man, you coming? $400 a ticket.
Well.
Ay, caramba.
We'll do the standing.
Do I look like a guy who's going to stand for 9 innings? Are you insane? Have you lost your mind?
We'll bring a little cane.
You see the cane seats? It's a cane and you open it, it turns into a seat. You ever seen those?
It's like a walker.
Yeah.
There
It's
you go.
tremendous.
You can get a walker?
No, not a walker. Don't
You
be a
can
wise
sit
guy.
down,
No.
turn it down.
Take it easy, Lucy.
A lot of good. That's going to be fun for you. I'm excited for you
All right, let's
guys.
see if I pull it off. Right now, they're fighting. I don't know. We'll see. Linda wants to go now, so I need 5 tickets. It's just getting... If I keep going, Mimi will want to go, and Frankie will want to go. Next thing I know, I have 200 people. Look. Hey, G-Man, no baby pictures. Bada bing.
Oh, you're too funny. Jay, you did a new picture.
tomorrow.
You got a new picture you did? An eagle?
I'm sorry?
You did a new picture.
My picture.
It's an eagle?
The
The new picture you showed
The
me.
new one that I haven't brought it in yet. I haven't.
What is it a picture of?
It's a picture of. It's a bluebird of many colors, actually,
okay.
and
A bluebird of many colors?
Yeah, I was
So it's a
started out
rainbow
to.
bird.
I started out to make a bluebird, and the
You
more I
broke a
went, the more
pencil.
colors I kept adding to it, and so now it has a variety of colors. But the background is blue, so.
Is What's the
Doesn't that
name
sound
of the
like a burrito?
bird that's on Fruit Loops?
A toucan.
Toucan.
So is it a 3-can?
Yeah, could be.
Toucan Sam.
3-can Sam?
Toucan
Oh,
Sam.
I'm exhausted. I'm really exhausted.
All right, we're going to have Jay's show today at 2:30. William Steele's going to be back with us on Tuesday. I think we have a This
Justin
Day in
is going to be
History.
back with us. Oh.
You guys have Gordon's This Day in History? Do you want to roll that?
Let's roll it.
Gordon's been working really hard. He is AKA the commish.
The commish.
See what he puts
I
together.
salute him when he gets in and he looks at me. You commish. He says, "What are you saluting? I'm not in the military." I said, "Ooh."
Commissioner, you got it, G-Man? Yeah, not yet. Ever been to Mount Rushmore?
Do you know that Mount Rushmore is a base? It's a secret base inside the heads. A friend of mine was in the military there. He was stationed. It's coming up. All right, let's look at
check it
This
out.
Day in History. That was from the commission. Nice job. We're going to work on the lettering because Freddie can't see those
Remember
colors.
Captain Kangaroo?
I remember Captain Kangaroo. Did you hear Garth Brooks has been accused
that's
of,
crazy.
alleged of?
Rape, yeah.
Of what?
Allegedly at rape and all kinds of
And it's
weird
funny
stuff.
because our guest just talked about make sure they see your hands when you do interviews and
Yeah.
everything else because people are just a little nuts.
Garth Brooks,
He's been
Mr. Squeaky
accused.
Clean.
Yeah, he's
Someone
been
else
accused.
wants a ticket.
Not now, Gio.
Answer it.
No.
Apparently by
Garth
his
Brooks.
makeup art, allegedly by his makeup artist.
He flew to allegedly L.A. and he had one room booked. Now this guy's a multi-millionaire. I can't believe he only booked one room, and he forced her to have sex and everything with him in that room. Something happened. All of a sudden, now she's just, alleging this, and that. But he says he's dying to go to court to show what the real deal is. But that he has to do that, it's just ridiculous. So, like he said, our guest.
What do you think of William Steele? Funny guy, right?
He's an unusual character. And he says you got to keep your hands where you can see them and make sure that you're acting normal and what have you, because people will accuse everything else. I had a story for him that I wanted to share. Maybe I'll share it on Tuesday with him. I got to work for legal aid in New York City, and I was on corporation counsel with minorities, anything under 18. And I got to work a murder trial. I was the only one at NYU, the internship, that got to work a murder trial. And I went down to Brooklyn, and I saw the apartment, the murder scene. And I walked in there, and they said that this kid was allegedly living by himself. And this place was immaculate. And I said, anybody touch this place? Who cleaned this place? And they looked around and said, no, this is the way we found it. Now, I'm Latino, so I grew up knowing how my sister and my mother lived. They brushed everything. Everything was spotless, like this one. Spotless. And when you wash, they wash it again. So I said to myself, this doesn't seem like a single guy's pad. Something's wrong here. So I waited and waited, and then I think the third day, this girl went into the apartment. I saw her going to the apartment. I was in my car, and I went upstairs, and they had given me a badge, legal aid. So I went upstairs and knocked on the door. I said, who are you? And that was his girlfriend, and she lived there. Or she was there. She didn't live there. She was there during the murder scene. I called the cops, and they found out everything that went on in that apartment. And
They didn't know that?
And they didn't know that. But I did a lot of stuff at legal aid that I found out the guys weren't telling the truth all over the place. You see, when you're in the cloth and people don't know that you're part of something that's reporting on you, you get to find out the true deal. That's what I was trying to ask him about his mindset going through this, because he thinks he knows what it is to be a criminal.
Interesting, right?
So he can
Gotta
write
read his
about
book.
it. Well, that's what makes him so successful. He knows how a criminal thinks. It's like Josh. Josh knows what art should be like, and he knows what.
Yeah, let's equate the two, Josh.
No, he has a not that he's a criminal. Yeah, well, he is a criminal in the art world, but he writes from within the art that comes out. Same thing with you. Even though the two of you have similar yet very different artistic values, that's what makes it so different. This guy can open any safe in the world, and he's very confident.
Pretty amazing.
They had to put him in the Supermax because he kept opening the doors.
He kept
They couldn't hold on to him. He kept
It's like
opening
a
up and
Leonardo
leaving.
DiCaprio movie. It's unbelievable.
It's what movies are made of, right?
Yes.
You want to have that drama build up and everything else. It's what movies are made of. And
that he's here to tell the story is amazing.
that he's still alive
Yeah.
to tell the story.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Is amazing. But he'll be here Tuesday. If you guys want to check it out, Tuesday we're going to try to get some other parts and pieces to this thing. Maybe I'm going to invite Kenny, see if I can invite some people in here that know
We should invite
of him.
Kenny, we should invite Frank and Rich. And
All those guys and just fill up the galley and see what we can do. But it's amazing, Jay, because these things, and you've been with me long enough, and you've seen how things work around here. You never know what can happen.
Oh, it's always a surprise every day.
every day.
Every day for his show.
It's like a box
and
of
we're
chocolate.
We're gonna go early. We're gonna go at 2:30 because Mama Ali's gonna come in here and I'm gonna throw her in that
Okay.
chair. And we're gonna go. As soon as she gets here, we'll roll. But check out Inside the Line Up because Mama Ali's gonna bring it. Guarantee you, she's gonna bring it on that show.
All right, let's wrap it up. Get ready for your show then. Have
All
a great
right.
Friday, everyone.
It's
Stay
ready to go.
safe. Be kind to each other. I think it's going to rain this weekend, so stay inside, stay dry, or watch the game with Josh and Freddie.
Let's meet me at the airport. Me and Josh are going to Philly.
You should totally do it. All right, have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday, 9 a.m. drive time.
Don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Broken Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.